Hey ladies and gentlemen, thanks for checking in. My name's Trevor Russell. I'm a business growth consultant and I work with a lot of my clients in helping them to be able to grow their business, attract more clients, improve revenue and sales and productivity. So what am I doing talking to you today about starting over? And what do I mean by starting over? Well, what I mean is possibly you, possibly myself, people that you know, whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and you find yourself in a place where you feel like you need to start over. And what is starting over? It could be to get out of a bad business, to realize that the business that you're in might not be working and you've got to improve it or get out and get into something new. It might be to get out of a job that you don't like and you've got to start all over again at 30, 40, 50, 60, or you're in a relationship that's ended and you feel like you've got to start all over again, and you might be in your 50s or your 40s and you're sick or you're depressed and you're stuck and you're trapped and you feel so overwhelmed by the concept of having to start over again. And the problem is you're not quite sure what to do, how to go about it, and you feel stuck, which invariably is what can lead to depression and unhappiness and confusion in all our lives. So what's the solution? Well, I have mapped out a plan for you to help you to start over. If you're in a place where you're dealing with these things, you're feeling overwhelmed or you're uncertain and you want to start over and you want the plan and solution or some steps that's going to help you feel better and gain more clarity, I've put these together for you. Why have I also done this? Well, I can speak from personal experience because in my life over the last really probably 12 months, I've had to deal with many of my own challenges in my consulting business, with clients, with money, in relationships. And in many, many cases, I feel like here I am at this point having to start over and revisit my plan and what it is that I'm doing and some mess that I've needed to really clean up. That has been at times very overwhelming, and just being honest with you that we all deal with these things, and I know at times from my own experience it can feel like we're trapped, and I decided a while ago that I was not going to stay trapped. The first tip that I'd like to share with you is if you want to start over and if you are stuck in what we call, and I know it's a harsh word, but in victim mode, which is complaining, thinking about that you've got to change, but it's all too hard. So again, with respect, but it's easy to stay stuck and to complain and just stay worried and not do anything and be a victim. And so what is my first recommendation for today that I have learned, and for anyone that I have studied through this journey, and what I'm going to go through with you here is to get out of being in stuck victim mode, we need to move into warrior mode, victim mode, not worrier, warrior. And you don't have to have it all figured out yet, but making the decision that it's time, no matter what age you're at, no matter where you're at, that you want to get a better direction going. Now I know you might be in deep debt. You might be unemployed. You might be running a business that is very in the red, and you need to get it in the black and you feel so overwhelmed. And I'm not discrediting how scary this can feel, but I do want to let you know, if you resonate with what I'm going to go through with you here today, it will help you, as it's helped me and the people that I've studied who follow these steps. So, first thing is we need to get charge of our mind. Let's go on this journey, shall we? If we want to start over at whatever age that we're at, the first thing is we need to get present to what our mind is telling us. Now, for you, your mind could be telling you, it's all too hard. There's no way out. I'm too old. I'm too sick. I'm too young. I'm too whatever. And my recommendation to you, as it has been to myself and the people that I've studied, is we must get present to the thinking in our mind. To expand on this is to decide in our mind that while we don't know all the steps as to how we're going to start over, we've decided that we're going to draw a line in the sand and no more looking back. What has happened has happened. As harsh as it may have been, we need to, at some level, decide it is done. We are here in the now. We are still alive. And we need to get present to this moment and start thinking about how we can start looking forward and start feeling more hopeful about the future. Because if you're still alive at whatever age, you've still got life to live. Even if you're 60 and you live to 80, you've got 20 years to live. Now, do you want to live in pain and misery of the past, or do you want to make at least the next 20 years better than possibly the previous however many years? That's my philosophy that got me thinking about feeling better. The other thing about the mind is allowing yourself to start deciding that it is okay to feel better. It is okay to actually allow yourself to believe that you can have a happier, better life, and you don't need to live in fear and pain. And it's okay for you to do that. Because you know what? No one's watching you. No one's judging you. All these imagined fears are mostly in our mind. And with the mind is looking at right here, right now, the present, which is, if you really have a look, and we really have a look at what it is that's giving us our pain, most of it is the pain that we're getting from our mind of what could happen, what did happen, what might happen, as opposed to right here, right now, today. Are we okay? Have we got a roof over our head? Have we got some people around us? Are we working? Or have we got some things that are actually okay? So get present to today and stand guard at your mind. Start thinking about, is that true or is it imagined? The next thing is having the willingness to ask for help. That's right. So often when we're stuck, we don't want to share, we don't want to ask, we don't want to discuss our situation. So what happens? The pain can get worse and deeper and deeper and deeper. And one of the most helpful things to do is actually go and speak to someone who is either a professional counselor or a friend or a colleague that you can assess that has either figured out what you need to figure out, whether it's relationship, finances, health, and go be willing to talk to them and ask them and say, you know, I'm in this situation. I want to make some changes. I want to start over. Could you tell me, what do you do? How do you do it? And have the courage and the willingness as a warrior to be willing to have those conversations. Now, I did this with some people that are in my network, amazing, smart, wonderful people that I went to talk about some situations that I was dealing with because I wanted to get them cleaned up. And the advice and the support that they gave me has been truly life-changing. And it's also helped me be able to have better relationships with them. And again, a rising tide lifts all ships. Not an easy thing to do. Very easy to stay stuck here in victim. We don't want that. We want to get to victor and warrior, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. Ask for help. The next thing is right people. If you are stuck and you feel that there's no way out and you're confused about how to get out of a situation or clean up a situation to get going again, you've got to be doing your best to be with the right people. And I mean the right people are the people that have got your back, the people that are willing to support you and say, you know what, you can do this. You can do this. You can get better. You can fix this. You can start over. You've still got life to live. I've got a very good friend of mine, and he and I talk a lot about what we're doing, what our plans are, and where we're going, and what our goals are, and we work on it. And all of a sudden, change starts to occur for the positive. Is it easy to be honest and open? No, not necessarily. But to be able to have these conversations make all the difference in the world. And this can be tough because if you're in a relationship, possibly with a partner that doesn't have your back, they don't believe in you, they're not willing to support you, that is something that as a warrior that I would invite you to really have a look at, because that could be the thing that's holding you back from moving forward. Not an easy thing to do. However, this journey of cleaning things up could be the most empowering thing that you could ever come across. And even coming back to the mind is, what's the gift in this whole experience of starting over? Maybe you need to revisit your whole life, how you think, who you associate with, what you're doing with yourself to actually feel better and create a better life. And that can mean sometimes letting go of some people and opening yourself up to let some new people in that do have your back and do support you. The next thing, our health and mind and body. If you really want to decide to start over, whether it's from a health perspective, a money perspective, a business perspective, a relationship perspective, a career perspective, my suggestion is you need to have your body and mind as sharp and as healthy as it can be. That's right. If you're smashing down alcohol and drugs every day to just dull the pain, it's very, very hard to find the energy and the focus and the motivation to do the things that you need to do on a daily basis to start cleaning things up, to start over again and go get what it is that you want to get more of. So have a think about, do you have the courage to start taking better care of your healthy mind and healthy body? And by mind, starting to look at helpful information. If you're in monetary problems, get on the internet, get on YouTube, look up how to get out of debt, how to clear debt, how to take charge of my money. And there is so much great stuff on the internet. How to improve my business. Speak to someone that could help you improve your business if that's what it is. Have the courage to do that. If you're in relationship challenges, go to someone and get that help. And body, good food. Good food. And I know if you've been in pain and you're struggling, you might have been drowning that pain with bad food, alcohol, and all those things to push it down. Again, not an easy journey, I can understand, but having the willingness to say, you know what, enough's enough. I can start over, I can improve my life, and I'm willing to start taking charge by eating better foods, consuming better things so my body can run efficiently, so I can think clearer and go do what it is that I've got to do. The next thing, goals, and I call them fresh goals. As part of this work that you're going to go through, as I've gone through, as people that I've studied have gone through, is getting to the point where you decide not what you don't want, what is bad, but getting a focus on what you do want, what is good, what are the goals that you want. What type of money do you want to create and make? What kind of debt do you want to get out of? Your finances, your relationships. What relationships do you want to get out of? What relationships do you want to get into? Employment or enterprise. What is the type of work that you'd like to move into? A better role, a better business, or improved role or improved business. Your spiritual health, whether it's to get present to yourself, to go do some yoga or breathing and meditation. And your actual health, mind and body. What are you reading? How are you exercising? What are you doing to feel better on a day-to-day basis so you've got the focus and the health and the ability to start over, to go get it. I actually have a template I can send you if you want the fresh goal model. If you email me at info@trevorrussell.com.au, I can send you this template. Next thing, mind your money. Meaning, you've got to take charge and start looking at your money. Whether you're making no money and you're on a pension, or you're running a business, or you're in a job, very often I see with clients and some things that I've experienced in life at times where I've had to start over is it comes down to our money, which is we either don't have enough coming in or we've got more going out than coming in. And there is a very, very important thing that we need to do, which is to have the courage and the warriorship to actually really get responsible and look at our money. What is coming in? What's going out? What do we want to come in our goals? What do we want to go out? And that's right, this means sitting down, focusing, doing a bit of work at a time. But as you start doing these things, I can guarantee from personal experience, you're going to start feeling better. Better people are going to start showing up. New opportunities are going to start showing up. Debts start to go down. Capital starts to grow. Life starts to feel better. And you're not just depressed. You're not just got a chemical imbalance. You actually are a normal human being that is dealing with stress, and you're now taking the steps to get feeling better. And I would like to just come back and say, from a healthy mind and body, if you are needing to take medication and you're needing professional help, I say if that helps and works, do it. However, it is not a crutch. To go and take medication, from what I've read and studied, and I know that I'm being really direct here with you and everyone, it is a tool as part of the whole process to help you feel better. You don't take a tablet and then go smash down 2 bottles of wine a night, because it just defeats the whole purpose. It is to take the medication to get responsible, become a warrior, and slowly start cleaning things up. I'm not saying don't have a drink. I'm not saying become a saint, but we are going to need to take responsibility if we want to clean things up. Mind our money. One day at a time. If we come back to the mind, very often when we are in pain and we are struggling and we want to start over, so much of our pain, as I said, is coming from the mind about what has happened. How did we end up here at this point in our life? I thought it would be so much better. How did I end up in this situation? How did I end up with this person? Or whatever it is, getting back to today. And one of the things that works for me and what I have studied and learned is planning one day at a time, which is, in the words of Stephen Covey, what are our 3 big rocks for the day? And I would get a diary. Seems to work really well for me and people that I've seen that do this very well is, and they write 3 big rocks for the day, call that person, do that thing, create that thing, and then the actions that we've got to do and our appointments, and go to work to get that done. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here yet, and just stay present to one day at a time. And then when you tick these things off, and I think there's a better feeling to writing and ticking things off than actually having something in a technology diary. I still run a diary online with my calendar or my clients. However, I also have a diary where I can tick things off and actually at the end of the day look back and go, wow, I feel better. I'm actually moving forward. I'm actually creating change, and it feels good. We want those endorphin hits of doing little things, and it may only be little things at a time. The next thing is, all of this is about taking action. That's right. We can want to start over, we can want to go get it, but eventually something's going to have to happen. You're going to have to take action if you want to get change going, to ask for help. You're going to have to take action to start writing down how you want to think. What is true, what isn't. You're going to have to take action to stay more with right people and less with wrong people. You're going to have to take action to start doing some more exercise and eating a bit better and taking better care of yourself. You're going to have to take action to start writing down some little goals and getting a better focus. But I can guarantee you, if you're in a place where you want to start over, you want to improve your situation, if you do this little bit by little bit, the wins are going to start showing up and you're going to start feeling better about the life that you've got. Okay, two more, because I know it's been a big video, but I'm sure you're finding this helpful, as I know many people that I've studied that do this, how helpful it's been for me. Gratitude. I know you may have heard of this. I don't believe it's the penicillin to all cures. However, I do believe it is part of the overall starting over plan, which is as part of this, one day at a time, 3 things that you're grateful for. And I have this in my diary, my automatic diary. It pops up 3 things I'm grateful for in the morning. Just a couple of things that you say to yourself, which is, I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm working with XYZ person. I'm grateful that I'm taking responsibility. I'm grateful that I found the courage to decide to build a better life. I'm grateful that I have a family that loves me. I'm grateful for whatever little thing it is that can help you just feel a bit better about today. Because at the end of the day, it really is all about how we feel, right? So the little gratitude, and this is doing it. That's right. This thing is so easy to do and so easy not to do. But I'm not saying sit there and do gratitude journals for 2 hours. 3 little things that you're grateful for, or 3 big things, and get present to that. And then, probably last but not least, the enjoyment of today. When someone is depressed and they're confused and overwhelmed, the greatest challenge is to be able to enjoy what it is that we do have today. And in the words of Marie Forleo, bringing the passion and party to whatever it is that we need to do today. If you've got to go and do some stuff today that you don't necessarily currently like doing, what can you do with your attitude to make it more fun, to bring some more joy to it, to make it more enjoyable? Because today is the present. That's why it's a gift, right? So not an easy thing to do, but again, coming back to the mind, if we can focus on how we can bring the passion and party to whatever it is that we do, the people we're in relationship with, the people we're working with, the positions that we might be applying for, or the things that we're doing in our business to improve things, enjoy the process. And through all of this, congratulate your wins all the way. Congratulate your little wins for watching this video. And if this is resonating with you, to take notes and to put these steps down and to congratulate yourself for taking this step, whatever age you're at, wherever you're at, to help you start over, to help you improve wherever it is that you're at. Congratulate yourself, because so often we are whipping ourselves for the things that we haven't done well, for the things that didn't go quite well. You've done 10 right things and one bad thing happened or didn't go so well, and where could your focus be going? On the one bad thing. So moving your attention to all the good things that you've done well, and hopefully, I actually don't believe hopefully, I know confidently that if you're willing to do this, you will start to feel better and the tides will start to turn, and your life could be starting over in a much better direction, and it could be a brand new beginning for you because you've been willing to have the courage to become a victor and a warrior, to take better care of you, to live a better life for you, your employees, your clients, your family, and most importantly, yourself. So thank you for watching. That's my message from me to you today on how to start over. If you like this video, please subscribe to my Get It channel. I'd love to be able to share more videos with you. Give me any comments, anything that I could possibly help with. If you'd like this and the goals template, email me at info@trevorrussell.com.au and forward this video. I'm sure you know people in your own circle that could benefit from this helpful information. Thank you so much for watching today. It's been my absolute pleasure, and I look forward to either meeting you or speaking to you again very soon. Bye for now.